Hello everyone, my name is Nilzo and welcome to my vault. Today on Fallout New Vegas 101 we are going to talk about the White Glove Society. The Ultralux is the home of the White Glove Society, a tribe that was brought to power by Mr. House in 2274 when he founded the three families and gave them this building. At the time, the tribe was feeding themselves through cannibalism, but they agreed to put this regime behind them to become a part of the strip. Since then, they made everything in their power to remove this part of their history and are trying to make the Ultralux an elite place with one of the best restaurants in the Mojave. To add an atmosphere of mystery, their members are hiding behind masks. The building is divided into several areas, including the lobby and casino, the Gaumont restaurant where are served the best meat-based meals of the wasteland, the kitchens, the dinner hall exclusively available for members of the White Glove Society, the bathhouse, and the hotel rooms. Inside the casino you will come across Marjorie, leader of the White Glove Society. She is also the manager of the Gaumont. Mortimer, hotel manager of the Ultralux. He sees the White Glove Society as an elite institution towering above common people and feels that they should not deny themselves the delight of their former exotic meals. Heck Gunderson, a wealthy brine baron known for his ruthless business practices, with rumors saying that he doesn't hesitate to hire mercenaries in order to disrupt operations of smaller rivals. He is currently searching for his missing son. Philip, the Gaumont head chef, coming from an abusive household, has made his childhood rather traumatic and led him to develop a rude and angry personality. Two parts of the main quests need you to deal with the White Glove Society. For the Legion, where Caesar wants you to see if it is possible to forge an alliance with them or blackmail them into one. To fail into forging an alliance will not fail the quest and will just make it proceed to the next step. And Yes Man for an independent New Vegas asks you what you want to do with them. It is the quest that will lead you to prevent the White Glove Society to go back to its cannibalistic way, or on the contrary, prevent it. To start it, go talk to Heck Gunderson and propose your help to find his son. Then go talk to Marjorie and inquire about it. She will direct you to Mortimer to know about the whereabouts of an investigator that has already come to her to ask about another disappearance. You will now have several ways to complete the quest, one that will lead you to help re-establish cannibalism, and the other one that will prevent it. To re-establish cannibalism, you will need to help Mortimer. To do so, first tell him by using the cannibal perk, or through lying with a speech check at 62, that you are also a cannibal and wish to help. He will inform you that a human-based meal was supposed to be served at the banquet, but the main ingredient escaped and they had to find a substitute, leading to the kidnapping of Heck Gunderson's son, Ted. Mortimer wants to get rid of him to avoid raising suspicion about the Ultralux and to find another replacement, or, if not possible, to frame his father for his death. Choose one way and Mortimer will give you keys to access the different areas of the building. If you want to kill Ted and frame his father for the murder. After finishing talking with Mortimer, go to the kitchen area through the door inside the Gaumont. Go to the freezer and either talk to Ted to make him become hostile or just attack him directly. After you killed him, take some blood on his corpse. Go back upstairs and use the elevator behind Mortimer's desk to go to Gunderson's penthouse suite. Kill the two bodyguards there and plant the blood in the bed and in the bathroom sink. Now go outside the casino and talk to a Securitron to tell it that there's been a struggle inside the Ultralux. It will roll into the casino and attempt to arrest Heck Gunderson that will fire at it, only to be shot down in the end. Go back to Mortimer to complete the quest. If you want to re-establish cannibalism but don't want to kill Ted, while you are talking to Mortimer, he will suggest after you freed Ted to abduct another man called Carlisle St. Clair to replace him. You can suggest that one of your companions might also be a good replacement. In any case, you will first have to free Ted. To do so, go to the kitchen through the door inside the Gaumont and go to Ted in the freezer. Talk to Ten and pass a speech check of 38 to lie to him about who put him inside the freezer. Tell him to follow you and escort him through the kitchen, to the gourmand, and then to his father. Tell Heck that you don't know who did this to receive 500 caps and some White Glove Society fame. Now to find a substitute. If you want to sacrifice one of your companion, go back to the freezer, tell your companion to stay put, lock the door with the computer, and then go back to Mortimer to complete the quest. If you want to abduct Carlyle, you will need to make him go to the casino or have his body inside the nearby dumpster. Go to his home here near the Freeside North entrance. You will then have multiple ways of achieving your objective. You can talk to him, having him revealed that his family doesn't like him, and then pass a speech check of 45 to tell him that the White Glove Society will accept him. You can also make him go inside the dumpster by using the Black Widow perk to fool him into thinking that you will have sex with him there. Or pass a 45 gun check to knock him unconscious with a pistol and drag him in the dumpster. Or talk to him about the pain he has in his neck and pass either a strange check of 7, a medicine check of 45, or an unarmed check of 45 to knock him unconscious to then drag him inside the dumpster. If you don't have any of those skills, use the cattle prod that Mortimer gave you to knock him out and then drag his body inside the dumpster. Go back now to Mortimer to complete the quest. If you want to prevent the White Glove Society from going back to cannibalism, after Marjorie sent you to Mortimer, tell him that you've heard about an investigator that was looking into another disappearance. He will give you a key to access his room. Go to this room situated on the hotel rooms level. Once you've entered it, 2 White Glove Society members equipped with dress canes will attack you. Take care of them and search the investigator's body for his matchbook note that indicates a scheduled meeting with the snitch in the steam room at 4 p.m. Go to the bathhouse to access the steam room and wait until 4 p.m. The snitch, named Chauncey, will come. Talk to him to learn about Mortimer's plan to cook Ted for the banquet at 7 p.m. to re-establish cannibalism. To free Ted, he suggests that you either drug the wine with an anesthetic, which will make the members fall asleep, allowing you to safely flee with Ted, but without taking care of the risk of the White Glove Society of going back to cannibalism, or cook a fake meal to expose Mortimer and avoid corrupting the other members. After saying goodbye to Chauncey, an assassin will come and kill him. Deal with him, then go to the gourmand. There you can try to lockpick the door that is leading to the kitchen. Or you can become an honorary member by asking Marjorie with a strict reputation of at least accepted. If you manage to do so, pass through the member-only area to access the kitchen. Once you are in, if you met a guard on your way to the freezer, pass a speech check of 55 or a repair check of 35 to avoid him turning hostile. You will now need to get rid of the Chef Philip. To do so, you can kill him discreetly, or talk to him and pass a better than a speech check of 55 to obtain the recipe and the freezer's key, then pass another speech check of 55 to lie to him and make him go inside the pantry where you supposedly saw a red rush. Lock the door with the terminal to keep him in it. Or you can pass a medicine check of 55 to make him realize that if he is so rude and arrogant, it is because of his traumatic childhood and the abuse he suffered. He will then give you the recipe, the key, and go away. Now you can either drug the wine with a medicine check of 25, or cook the fake meal with Philip's recipe and 6 intelligence or 75 in survival. After you've done either of those, wait until 7 p.m. and call the head waiter to make him bring everything upstairs. Wait until he has left the kitchen level to go free Ted. Open the freezer and talk to Ted. He will want to know who abducted him. You can either tell him the truth, lie to him, or say that there's no time to explain. Have him follow you out of the kitchen to the right to the member-only area. There, if you drug the wine, you can directly exit the area. If you cook the faked meal, remain hidden until Mortimer has finished his speech. After that, run to Mortimer and talk to him to expose him in front of everybody. You can attack him or let him flee, this choice doesn't really matter. Now return Ted to his father. Heck will inquire about who did this. You can lie to him, or if you tell the truth, pass a speech check of 35 to avoid having him impose a food blockade on the strip. After that, the quest will be completed. You can now report back to Yesman or Caesar to continue the main quests. Before reporting back to Caesar, and if you have helped to install cannibalism, make sure to go back to Mortimer and Marjorie after the banquet at 7 p.m. to conclude an alliance between them and the Legion. Note that completing this quest for Caesar will make the NCR permanently hostile towards you and attack you on sight from now on. It is a quest given by Walter Phoebus, a Bighorner rancher that is holding a grudge against Heck Gunderson after he lost some lands to him in a shady deal. To obtain the quest, talk to Walter that is situated not far from the Ultralux on the Strip. Pass a perception check of 7 to propose your help. After that, you can talk to Ethel, Walter's wife. She will ask you to persuade her husband into abandoning his thirst for vengeance. Go back to Walter and pass a speed check of 75 to complete the quest this way. If you want to help Walter in his vengeance, you will need to have started the Beyond the Beef quest. Once you've learned Heck's problem, go back to Walter that will be delighted to hear the suffering of his enemy. You can tell him that you should only kill the father, the son, or both of them to achieve the vengeance he wants. Failing the barter check will only lower the amount of caps you will receive. Follow the instructions that were given earlier in this video to kill either or both of them. Then go back to Walter to complete the quest and receive your reward. On the next video will be a feature about the history of the Brotherhood of Steel. Thank you for watching and see you later.